Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Hastings Valley, the wider Hastings Valley and Wauchope are growing rapidly. We've got newer suburbs in Beechwood, Yippen Creek and wider afield, and with that growth comes serious pressure on our road network and some key pinch points. We've heard lots of noise about Wrights Road and Lake Road roundabouts from the member of Port Macquarie and myself. They're really affecting our community, and we're seeing increased congestion flowing through the Wauchope CBD during the peak periods. And I guess congestion is difficult. It's tough to deal with day in, day out, but more important is the recent tragic loss of life at the Oxley Highway and King Creek intersection. And once again, it's exposed what locals have known for years, that this is an inherently dangerous stretch of road and it demands urgent action. And that loss of life recently was of a young mother, Amy Pollard, and my thoughts go out wholeheartedly to the family of Amy and the first responders in the community. And I guess even before that, we've seen multiple accidents occur at the same site, and the Martin family also came to our notice, and Richard had suffered a life-changing injury where he was left in a wheelchair, and Ron, his father, to care for him. And this happened and it's always the same accident. There's a car travelling and pulls over into the left lane to turn left into King Creek, and the following car is not seen by the car, and they just come straight out in their path, and it's a big T-bone. And unfortunately, Richard was riding a motorbike, and that doesn't provide much protection. And for our small regional communities, everyone knows their neighbours, the first responders, and these incidents are felt really deeply. And as I said, it's not a new issue. It's been known for a while, and it's been raised multiple times with successive members. And I also personally raised it with a minister on site in December 2023. The core issue of safety at that intersection was portrayed to her, and the issue is the blind spot with the left lane there and the retaining wall, and the increase in traffic levels in and out of Wauchope. This intersection was done before King Creek was there, and it's certainly the growth has put a lot of pressure on drivers that are getting beat from behind to hurry up and take the risk, and it really does hurt when you see someone getting pressure when they're not ready to do it. So every pressure that you put on a driver, if they're not ready to go, leads to a risk. And we've tried to manage that risk by reducing the speed limit to 80 so far from 100, and that has taken some of the sting out of the crashes. But I think we need to go a little bit further. A concept design for a roundabout was presented for consultation, and $6.5 million was gratefully received and allocated for funding to finalise the planning and acquire the land of a farmer for a roundabout and a slip lane there to make that intersection safe. And I really think that we could expedite the solution, because at the moment I'm getting told that it's not until the end of 2027 that the planning timeline will finalise. What we need is an acceleration of that planning process. We need clear and public delivery timeframes for construction, and we need a commitment that this project will not stall in the planning phase. We had a similar incident in Valla where the minister stepped in really quickly and made that intersection safe after a loss of life. It's a very similar situation, and I think I request that the minister does the same as much as possible. In the interim, I am requesting an urgent review of any temporary safety measures to reduce the risk, and that might be reducing the speed limit further to maybe 60, or even taking out the left turning lane that's causing the blind spot. We're going to have some sort of impact on the amount of traffic there and the ability of them to get out, but we just don't want to see another death, and there's been so many accidents. There was an accident as recently as last Thursday at the same site, a few days after the poor lady lost her life. And I think I really need to stress that Port Macquarie Hastings Council area, the towns of Wauchope and further west of Beechwood and Long Flat, etc. We all need this. We all need it to be safe when we're travelling around the area. Families need it, mothers, fathers, kids, we all need it. We need delivery, we do not need delay. A safe engineered solution that reflects the Hastings Valley's population as it is today, not as it was decades ago, is sought after, and I implore the Minister to expedite the process as quickly as possible.
I thank